Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Cobra Commander and Once a Man Cobra Commander from Hasbro. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the retro carded Cobra Commander with all the accessories Cobra Enemy G.I. Joe Cobra Commander. And on the back of the rest of the figures in the wave, as well as a file card over here you can cut out. It's very nicely done with a lot of legalese and the G.I. Joe logo. And let's take a look at Cobra Commander. Everyone fell in love with the retro carded Cobra Commander's head sculpt, and I can see why. This is gorgeous. The whole entire face is done in this vacuum kind of chrome, and it's so nicely done. The mirror effect is just amazing. You can see my finger in here. That's really cool. And the rest of the head is covered in this kind of bucket helmet that Cobra Commander wears, but I don't like how it's misformed over here. It's very strange. And the head sculpt can swivel all the way around, as well as go up pretty far, down pretty far, all the way around nicely for this Cobra Commander head sculpt. And just to say really quick, this does catch a lot of dust and stuff like that, as well as fingerprints, so be sure to wipe it off with a cloth before posing it. The body is your standard Cobra Commander outfit, and I love how this looks. The light blue up here, the Cobra logo, the silver buttons, and this white sash all the way around. He has a little communicator thing over here, an arrow up here on his belt with a couple pouches, and I do love how all the ruffles are on his suit. The gloves even have texturing on them that's really nice, as well as on the back he has some straps going on over here. They're not movable. They are kind of just built in, as well as a small hole in the back for an accessory we'll see later, and some more light blue on the top. Very nice. He has your classic G.I. Joe articulation up pretty far, down all the way around, butterfly joint over here as well, with a swivel over here, double jointed pinless tech elbow at your service. It's kind of difficult to move though right out of the box, but it works out very nice, as well as a swivel over here and up and down, with the other side being an exact mirror. His body articulation can go back pretty far and forward pretty far, as well as swivel over here all the way around. A great body for Cobra Commander. And the legs look really nice. I love how they look. Mostly blue. There's pockets up here, as well as a stripe over here. It's nicely knitted too. I do wish there was a little more cuff on his boots. It kind of rode up a little bit over this articulation point, but I can live with it because I love this over here. It's very nice. And the articulation is great too. Drop down hip over here, going all the way up and all the way back pretty far and all the way back. Really nice on that. With a swivel articulation over here, as well as down here, kind of hidden amongst all these little ruffles, and then down, then up, and then a pivot with two pegos above the feet. He does have a knife sheath on his thigh, and it looks nice, but keeps falling down sometimes. You have to just keep moving it back up, and it's kind of annoying after a while, honestly. A blemish on a great figure. This Cobra Commander is really nice. I love this retro version. It's super cool, especially the head. A definite great figure. He comes with trigger finger hands I showed off before that have the sort of up and down gunslinging motion. He also comes with a pair of fists for punching some Joes, and they can swivel and articulate up and down in a knocking motion. Very nice. He also comes with a pointing fingered hand that you can swivel and then hinge. It works out really well. And a take over the world hand that you can swivel and then hinge. They both work really great and add for some more posability to this Cobra Commander. He also comes with a little Cobra logo backpack that has a couple like nickels or something like that, or dimes or whatever on there. And it's a super tight fit that doesn't really work all that well for me, honestly. I don't know, it might break or something, but let's see what it holds. Cobra Commander comes with a pistol that looks really nice. It has a very small Cobra logo on it, as well as no blaster point. That's weird, but a hairdryer thing. And then this small little knife with a little ball on the end. It looks really nice, and both fit really well into his hands. Cobra Commander's pistol slides pretty easily into this, and it looks very nice. I'm not sure if this is the correct way or not, but it looks good to me. And the knife slides very nicely. It doesn't matter which way into the sheath, but it does push it down, so yeah, it's kind of a bummer. And just like every other retro card figure, Cobra Commander comes with a stand with the Cobra logo on it. It looks very nice, and the bottom is kind of cool with that embossed logo, but yeah, it's cool. With all his accessories and on his stand, Cobra Commander is ready to take over the world. Cobra Commander stands at about 6¼ inches tall next to Regal Cobra Commander and the regular Cobra Commander from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Pitting these non-retros versus this retro figure, I do like the stylings of this one, but this one is really growing on me, especially with that helmet. You gotta fix these ones now, Hasbro. And here's the retro Cobra Commander next to the retro Duke and the Supreme Cobra Commander, my first ever G.I. Joe Classified series figure. And they do look really nice together, this one being another retro as well. These are great together. together, and this one is just, I love it so much. And now I can finally put all these pieces together for a movie-accurate Cobra Commander look. I love this so much. Stay tuned for more Cobra Commander and more hogwash right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Here is the box for the Once a Man Cobra Commander. There is a lot of history behind this box. It's so cool. I just love it so much. We have Globulus over here, Falcon over here, Cobra Commander in snake form riding Roadblock over there, and Nemesis Enforcer, or should I say Immortal. But the coolest part about the box is the changing parts of it. You can see Cobra Commander slowly transforming into a snake. Amazing. The top of the box is a peek of what's inside, as well as the number and the Cobra logo. The bottom has all the legalese you'll ever need, and the barcode over there too. One side has a non-holographic picture of Cobra Commander, as well as a QR code and the number. And the other side has the snake he's meant to be, with some cool particle fire effects. Very nice. And on the back we have most of the front, as well as the snake he always was right over here, as well as Cobra Commander Once a Man. Along with all the legalese you ever need, now let's check out Once a Man Cobra Commander. Opening up the box reveals a beautiful shot of Cobra Commander under trial from Cobra Law, as well as a large snake, Nemesis Immortal, Enforcer, whatever his name is, and Globulus. And the other side has the actual figure and accessories. Now let's open this up and look at our new Cobra Commander, or his Once a Man version. Once a Man Cobra Commander looks amazing. It's horrifying and beautiful all at the same time. I love the smaller scales along with the larger scales around the body of the head. It's so nicely detailed. It's just excellent. The fangs aren't painted as in the cartoon, but the teeth are, and they're just so weird. And I love it was just like growing eyes out of his cheek and his forehead and his other cheek, and the eyes are great too, with huge, almost like snake-like eyebrows. It's really great. What a beautiful head sculpt. One of my favorites, actually. And we also get a swivel all the way around, as well as a all the way around over here, up pretty okay and down pretty okay for this amazing, amazing head sculpt. And the neck even has scales going around it on the bottom as well as on the front, like a snake, and this really leads into some nice continuity here. The body is wearing the Once a Retro Cobra Commander jacket that looks really nicely done on here. We have a lot of dirt as well as a half a Cobra logo over there. Different color for this piece, but it's fine, I guess. I just love the rip tattered effect. It's so cool. There's even a peg in the back as well as some more little dirt on there. But the body itself is amazing. Very snake-like. I like how the human and snake parts really correlate. They're so neat with scales everywhere. On both sides, I love how the elbows look as well as the sides of the body, and the gloves are nice too. I wish he had claws though. That would have been great. And the back even has some more scales running up. It's so neat. I mean, you can look and just see all the texture and work done under there. In fact, taking off the jacket reveals some more of the monstrous work. It's just scales all the way around with a whoa, there's the hood everyone's looking for their Cobra Commander. Hats off to Hasbro for being this detailed. I love this sort of shoulders over here. They're just great. Kind of sadly, we get to the legs, and it's a double-edged sword for me on these legs. Let me explain. I would have loved to see this kind of color, this like lighter blue for the other Retro Cobra Commander. At least we have it for this, and we could switch them out, but man, that would have been great. There's also some more dirt down here, looking really good on the shoes, as well as on the pants, and a little bit on the backs of the shoes too. And the rest of it is basically the Retro Cobra Commander figure from the waist down, we complete with this stupid thing over here. It's just ugh. And the articulation's awesome over here. We do have an up pretty far and down with no chipping, yay. All the way around over here, butterfly joint, swivel over here, all the way up with the double joint over there, as well as the same hands from the previous Cobra Commander we just reviewed. I could be speaking a little too soon, but this might be one of my favorite G.I. Joe classified figures to date. It is phenomenal. Sadly, a lot of his accessories are reused from the Retro Cobra Commander. The fists are the same over here, and these hands aren't new either. His pointing hand and his take over the world hand, in snake form at least. He comes with the same accessories, but a little different color on the knife. There is a sort of goldish bronzish tip for this one. This is the same thing though, exactly honestly. Maybe a better logo, though, I think. Cool. And he does come with the same pistol holder as well as the same knife holder, and they work the same, but this fits better, actually. I like it a lot. And for some sense of normal decency, at least, he does come with a regular old Cobra Commander head that actually looks pretty good. I love this piece. It's great. I wouldn't say it's better or worse than the retro head sculpt, but I do think it's different, and actually I think is a little cleaner for me for some reason. I don't know. It does look a little squat on his head, though. You can move it back and forth and all the way around, swivel, and it looks nice at least. And here the Cobra Commander head sculpt swapped around. I do like this one. It looks very good, honestly, and this one's really nice too. But for me, my favorite accessory is the shattered mask of Cobra Commander. It looks really awesome, especially all the little doodads on the inside. The sculpting work is amazing in here, and you can actually push it onto his face. It looks pretty good. Very nice, actually. But the thing everyone's talking about is this Cobra Commander sculpt for the snake, and I just love this piece. The eyes are done really well. There's like, what, 5 of them on one side and like 5 of them on the other side. It's so creepy. The scales look beautiful throughout, and there's that pattern that's on his back. It's so great, and I love it. It's even in a curl over here. Just wonderful texturing. The mouth interior is two-tone and it's very spooky, very creepy. No fangs, though. Interesting. And he has little vestigial arms. It's kind of weird, and I love how this piece looks. It's just so weird. I just love weird. It's good. Weird good. Weird good. And while there's no articulation at this seam, sadly, there is articulation at each arm, at the shoulder. That's about it, though. But man, it's more than I expected for this piece. So that was all static. This is great. And even though it technically isn't canon, you can have the snake wrap around Cobra Commander in snake form. Both once a man and both awesome. It's a little weird to fit, but man, this is super cool. I just love this. It's like a dad taking his kid to work or whatever. But of course, you want to know how it fits on Roadblock, and it fits very nicely. But I gotta say, I want to see a retro Roadblock eventually, Hasbro. It's time. It's time for this figure. Cobra Commander also fits kind of loosely on this, so yeah, we need a thinner Roadblock at least later on. Once a man, Cobra Commander stands at about 6¼ inches tall, and the Cobra Commander snake stands at about 3 inches tall or so. Next to the retro Cobra Commander, as well as the Rego Cobra Commander, and out of these 3, this one is definitely a winner. And here is the Once a Man Cobra Commander next to the more modern Cobra Commander and the Snake Supreme Cobra Commander. They look awesome together. This one's still the best, though. And here they are next to Retro Duke and the modern Roadblock from the game. Man, that was a complete failure, but it led to this line, and I just love it so much. Overall, Once a Commander! The retro Cobra Commander is a great homage to the classic 80s Cobra Commander villain. I love it. Even if the colors are a little dark for me, that vacuum metal chrome mask is amazing. The accessories could be a little better with this one, even if I do like it, but it's a great figure nonetheless. The Once a Man Cobra Commander is phenomenal, though. I love how this figure looks, and even if it reuses a lot of accessories from the previous figure, the new ones are just great. The new Cobra Commander head sculpt, as well as the snake form head sculpt, are beautiful. The cracked mask and the snake Cobra Commander do win me over, though. They are just awesome accessories. And the sculpt on this figure is a dream, just wonderful. If you're a fan of G.I. Joe classic 80s cartoons or villains, then you'll love these figures. They're just amazing. I would highly recommend both of them, honestly. They're just too good. But make no mistake, when you get these figures, you'll probably sing. You'll probably say, Cobra Law! So which figure here is your favorite? Retro Cobra Commander or Once a Man Cobra Commander? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.